Welcome to Harrison Hacks.
Hey guys, welcome back to Harrison Hacks. Today I'm releasing the Vintage Collection PS2 G Games pack. This is going to include any game that starts with the letter G. So I've got A, B, number through A, then I went B, C, D, E, this is F, and we're going to continue to keep going down. I'm getting these out as fast as possible, and I'm trying to still include as much discard as I can, but again, after everything's released, when Zed's released, I'll go ahead, get all of the missing discard. I'll release a little pack with that, and then you guys will have all of the artwork combined. Doing it this way is just going to speed up the process, and we can get through this, and you guys can enjoy your games. And then eventually, I'll get all the discard for you, and I can move on to bigger and better things. The PS2 pack is obviously taking quite a while, and I do apologize for that, but it's a lot of work, and I've got other projects on the go in the background as well, so it's a little difficult for me to keep pumping these out, but believe me, these are going to come out a lot faster than they have been in the past, and I've been, losing sleep, but, it's all worth the while, especially when I get the positive comments and things like that from people who actually enjoy these games, and hopefully you find some that you used to enjoy, and also I hope you find some that you've never experienced before, but you're going to enjoy now. So anyway, I'll stop rambling on here, and let's go ahead and get started with the installation of the G-Pack. So the first thing we want to do, as usual, is go to the link in the description, and it's just going to take you to download a simple little text file. You won't have this folder yet, and you will not have all these zip files yet. So the text file is just the Vintage Collection Sony PS2 G Games Pack link.txt. What you want to do is open that up, and inside is just a link to where the download is. Now, I do want to mention that Arcade Punks does host all of my packs, and I'm really grateful to them for that. I know that, I know you guys are familiar. If you're familiar with Vintage Collection, you know that Arcade Punks always hosts all the packs for Vintage Collection, so on and so forth. But you need to check out some of the other content from the other amazing creators. Just check out Arcade Punk's entire site. I'm telling you, there's so much good stuff on there. It's totally worthwhile. So what we want to do with this link is just highlight it just like so. We want to right click, copy, and then go ahead, paste that into your web browser and scroll down until you get to the Vintage Collection PS2 G Games Pack Harrison Hacks, and you can go ahead and download either the torrent or the NZB file. NZB is for Usenet users, and I just want to, tell anybody that's doing the torrent, please, if you could, please seed after you're done downloading so that everyone else in the community can enjoy these packs. If you know from personal experience how much it sucks when you're excited to download something and the torrent file's dead, you got no seeders, it's not a good experience. So if you got the bandwidth, please go ahead and share so that others can enjoy. Much appreciated. So once we have it downloaded, we're going to have a bunch of different zip files, and I'll show you. We have a lot. So in total, 259 zip files, and zipped up they're weighing in at 176 gigabytes. The one we want to focus on is at the very bottom. So you see how these all have numbers on the end of the Z's? Well, we just want the one that's .zip. So Vintage Collection Sony PS2 G Games Pack.zip, right click on it. If you're using WinRAR, extract here. If you're using 7-zip, extract here. So once we have it extracted, we are going to have a folder. It's going to take a little while to extract, but you're going to have a folder here, Vintage Collection folder, and unzipped it's 177 gigabytes. And what we want to do with this folder is right click, and you can either cut or copy. So I'm going to cut. And you want to go to the root of your H drive where you have Vintage Collection installed. So on H, I have Vintage Collection right here. I don't want to be inside of it. I want to be right in the root of my H drive. I want to right click, paste. And it's going to ask you if you want to overwrite the PlayStation 2.txt file. And once it does ask you that, you want to say yes. So there we go. Replace, yes. And this is going to give us the updated ROM list so that the G games are all included in the right order, so on and so forth. And it shouldn't be too much longer, and it should be good to go. There we go. So there's Vintage Collection. So I'm going to be right back. We're going to launch up Vintage Collection and check out our G games. Okay, so here we are, and we have our G games all installed, ready to rock and roll. So I'm just going to scroll through the list a little bit. This is one I've never tried. I can't wait to actually check this out. When I load them up to do the temp files, sometimes I let the game run a little bit and see what it's like. I also like these video snaps so I can see what it's about. I'm a wrestling fan, so I've never tried this wrestling game. I can't wait to check it out. And then if we keep going. Now, the G pack, potentially, I think I may have gotten all the disc art for G. I know F no and E no, but I think G was easy to get a hold of them, so I think that I may have done the whole pack. So I'll just quickly scroll through. You guys can see what games are included here. But there's quite a few good ones, and of course, God of War 2. Gotta rock those games. The Godfather. And here is a James Bond game I've never played, the GoldenEye Rogue Agent. I've never tested this one out, so I can't wait to try that one. Of course, you've got Gradius 3 and 4, Gradius 5, Graffiti Kingdom, not sure what that is, and then good old Gran Turismo 3 and 4. Your Grand Theft Autos, 3, Vice City, San Andreas, Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories. Grandia is another one that I have to experience myself. I've never played it, so I can't wait to check that out. Wayne Gretzky. Quite a few. So it looks to me like we have all of the disc art included with the G pack. I've been working on so many different packs all at once that it's hard for me to remember which packs are going to have the completed disc art. But as I mentioned earlier in the video, don't worry. At the end of it all, any missing disc art is going to be taken care of in its own individual pack. And then you guys can go ahead and have all of the artwork as well as all of these wonderful games to enjoy. And that's pretty much it. So that's it for this video, guys. This is the Vintage Collection PS2 G Games pack. Stay tuned for the H pack, all the way down to Z. And maybe the Nintendo GameCube coming out soon as well. Who knows? So really appreciate you watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, have a good day.